Martin Gilbert, CEO of Aberdeen Asset Management. Welcome to FundForum.
Thank you.
You've been talking today a lot about long-termism in the industry and how important that is going forward.
Yeah, no, it is, and I think it was good. It was refreshing to see how much discussion about it there was. I think the next step, though, is to get clients to sort of also take that view, because as I said, and others said today, it's all very well us discussing it, but sometimes the clients do need to understand what we want to achieve for them.
How do you move forward as an industry? Can you do it collaboratively, do you think, to approach that to clients, going forward with clients?
Yeah, I think we can, but the key thing is for also clients to take a long-term view. And they do, they always say they will, and as long as you get off to a good start with a client in performance numbers, you can survive the years of underperformance. The problem is if you get off to a bad start and underperform from the beginning, you're always playing catch up with clients. And in a funny sort of way, clients should really appoint you when you are underperforming as opposed to outperforming, because all fund managers underperform during periods.
That's the long-termism, you've got to stick with it if you like.
Yeah, I mean, you're much better sticking with a fund manager. You don't have the costs of changing the portfolios. And as long as you've done your research and chosen someone who does perform over the long term, you're okay.
So you've got to establish trust very quickly, haven't you?
Yeah, you do, and I mean we're fortunate that we've got a long-term track record over 5, 10, 15, 20 years in emerging markets, Asian equities, global equities. So those products are okay. It's where you've got a shorter term track record. So you've really got to prove yourself to the clients for those products.
One topic being talked about here as well has been what you can invest in terms of the long term, and global infrastructure is something that's sort of coming up. Is that something that you're interested in and looking at?
Yeah, we manage global infrastructure funds, and again we found no problem with the clients in that area. They fully understand they've got to take a decision to invest for 15, 20 years. The bigger problem in the infrastructure funds is finding the investments, which sounds odd, but no, the clients, there are lots of clients who want to commit for the long term in infrastructure.
Do you think that's because it's appealing in terms of a sort of social responsibility sense, if you like, because it's something worthy?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I mean, because I don't think investors take that sort of view. I think they genuinely feel there's great returns to be made in infrastructure as long as they are prepared to invest for the long term.
What themes have you seen coming out as you've been discussing with colleagues today? Because it's a really great chance here to have a dialogue, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I think one of the huge advantages of this of FundForum is you get the chance to meet your peers and discuss with them the topics in the industry. But a lot of what has been discussed is taking a longer term view. We're fortunate in that our portfolio turnover is sort of about 10%. So our average holding period is 10 years, and that's what I would say is long term. In fact, some of the companies we invested in 30 years ago, we still hold. So I think that's really important, is just buy and hold good companies with good management.
You've got something like 40 countries represented here, so it's a good global reach it's got too, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, no, it is a fantastic conference for that. I mean, to come here once a year, you can meet all your peers, just renew sort of discussions with them and just sort of pick up from where you left off a year ago.
Take away ideas as well as impart them as well.
Yeah, no, I think so. But it's great that long-termism, which we've been advocating for some time at Aberdeen, and I think the other theme that's come through that's been really interesting is that the fund management sector has now begun to realize that they're at the center of this whole industry. And that's why the K report and these sort of reports have been so important for the industry. And they've got a real responsibility now to look after money for people who are all going to live longer.
Putting your head above the parapet rather than flying below the radar, maybe?
Yeah, exactly. As far as Scotland's concerned, we remain firmly below the parapet as opposed to above it. I don't want my head knocked off just yet.
Martin Gilbert, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.